Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into something totally fascinating today. We're unpacking a highly passionate manifesto all about civic duty, national identity, and economic patriotism. This was written by Major Retired Tariq Mahmood, and it is a really powerful call to action about what it genuinely means to live and breathe Canadian values every single day. So let's dive right in and explore exactly how he breaks all of this down.
Now, the whole foundation of this manifesto is deeply, deeply personal. Mahmood didn't write this as some distant academic observer. He's someone with a massive connection to the country. In fact, he repeatedly refers to Canada as his second mother, which really highlights how much affection he has for the place. He points out that for literally millions of people, whether they arrived as immigrants, refugees, students, or maybe with absolutely nothing but hope, Canada became this home that just embraced them. And it's exactly this deep sense of gratitude that drives his whole desire to protect and build up the nation.
To guide us through this, Mahmood structures his thoughts around four main pillars. First up, how to be Canadian. Second, the Buy Canadian chain. Third, the idea that Canada is not for sale. And finally, the Canadian Pledge.
All right, let's jump into pillar number one, how to be Canadian.
So, what actually makes someone Canadian? Well, Mahmood's crucial point here is his incredibly inclusive definition of identity. He makes it crystal clear that being Canadian has absolutely nothing to do with where your parents were born, what language you happen to speak around the dinner table, or what religion you practice. Whether your ancestors have been here for literal centuries, or you just arrived a few years ago as a refugee, whether you celebrate Eid, Christmas, Diwali, Hanukkah, or just none of the above, you belong. The one unifying factor, he argues, is simply the ability for all these incredibly diverse people to stand together and say, "This is my country."
And this inclusivity actually plays out in the most ordinary, everyday ways. Mahmood highlights what he calls beautiful Canadian habits. We're talking about simple, everyday words like please, thank you, sorry, and excuse me. He points out that these zero-cost words create this amazing foundation of dignity and respect across the whole society. But it goes way beyond just being polite, right? He explains that being Canadian means helping a total stranger push their car out of a deep snowbank. It means respecting community laws or shoveling your neighbor's sidewalk. It's this understanding that freedom and civic responsibility have to go hand in hand. Basically, it's about ordinary people putting in honest work to build their neighborhoods.
Which brings us to pillar number two, the Buy Canadian chain.
To really make this concrete, he gives us this brilliant micro to macro scenario. Picture this. You've got a crisp $20 bill and a choice to make. You're looking at two similar products. Both meet your needs, both are reasonably priced. But one is made by a Canadian company and the other is totally imported from abroad. Mahmood asks us to really visualize the deliberate choice of spending that $20 locally. He frames it as a small but incredibly vital act of economic patriotism.